Football betting rules. Minimum time for action. Bets are determined by the final score, including overtime, unless otherwise noted. Games must go at least 55 minutes for action. If a game is suspended after 55 minutes and not resumed the same day, the score at suspension will determine the betting outcome. If suspended before 55 minutes and not resumed, all bets are no action and refunded. Additional rules. Game and second half wagers include overtime, fourth quarter wagers do not. All games must be played on the scheduled date and site unless otherwise noted. AFC and NFC winners are the teams that advance to the Super Bowl. NFL Week propositions, away points/home points, include all games from Thursday to Monday. Propositions are graded by NFL. Com or arena football. Com for arena football. Player propositions, e.g., passing yards, require the player to attempt at least one pass, QB, or rush, RB, otherwise, it's no action. Canadian football, a single is any 1-point scoring play, excluding PATs. Highest/lowest team total. Bets stand only if games are played on scheduled dates and sites. If teams tie for the highest or lowest total, the winner is determined by margin of victory or defeat, with tiebreakers applied if necessary. Halftime wagering. Applies only to the score for the first or second half. The wager can be on a point spread, money line, or a combination of both. College football season wins. Bowl games and conference championships do not count towards season win totals, only regular season games do. Teams must play every scheduled regular season game for action. NCAA Football Conference Championship futures. The conference champion is determined by the winner of the championship game. In co-champion situations, the first team selected by the BCS is the winner. If no BCS selection occurs, all bets are refunded. NFL propositions, first coach fired. A coach must be fired or resign during the regular season for action. If multiple coaches are fired on the same day, the first listed on NFL.com will be considered the winner. NFL/NCAA game performance propositions. Performance is calculated by 10 points for a win, 5 points for a tie, plus 1 point for every point scored by the team. NFL/NCAA first half performance propositions. Performance is 6 points for a win, 3 points for a tie, plus 1 point for every point scored by the team. Multi-way player props. If any listed player doesn't play, the entire category is no action. Tiebreakers include completions, touchdowns, and team points for passing yards, touchdowns and team points for rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and team points for receiving yards. Fantasy football player matchup rules. Scoring is based on 1 point per 50 passing yards, 20 rushing/receiving yards, 6 points per touchdown, 2 points for 2-point conversions, and -2 points for fumbles or interceptions. Yearly matchups cover all 16 regular season games, with players needing to participate in at least 8 games for action. Weekly matchups include all games from Thursday to Monday, with players needing to play at least one down for action. Fantasy rivals and fanball team matchups. Results are based on the scoring system of fantasy rivals. Com or fanball. Com. Both teams' quarterbacks must play at least one play for bets to have action. Special football season win rules. NFL regular season win totals include forfeited games. Teams must complete all 17 games, wins, losses, or ties, for bets to have action. Playoff and preseason games do not count. NCAA season win totals apply to regular season games only. Teams must play all scheduled opponents. Championship and bowl games do not count. Disclaimer: please note that the rules, terms, and conditions of this site are subject to change at any time. It is the responsibility of each member to regularly review the updated rules available on the site. By continuing to use the service, you agree to be bound by the most recent terms and conditions.